I swore off ever buying another cheap quadcopter, but I saw this one on eBay for 59 Australian, which looked halfway decent. This model is the P7 Pro, which shares the same packaging as the P10 Pro. Inside we have the thank you note from the manufacturer, with a few safety tips on the rear. You have a pamphlet with QR codes to the app for Android or iOS, and then a Chinese and English overview of what functions are on the app. Lastly, you have a booklet, half in English and half in Chinese, with instructions on how to set up the quadcopter. It comes with 3 lithium polymer batteries, 1 installed and 2 extra. You plug the micro USB in here, and after 40 minutes charge time you get 8 minutes flight on each battery. Standard accessories include the blade guards, replacement blades, and an 8cm charging cable, which is useless. On top of the controller are these useless bits of plastic which serve no purpose. The bottom splits open like this, which is very unusual to hold your phone with these bits on the side. And this is what it looks like with the phone installed, but it does feel a little flimsy. It takes 3 AA batteries in the back, and I noticed the screw is missing, which means the kids can easily get to the batteries. Now the left and right controllers feel okay and give some resistance. The left is for controlling attitude. The right controls left, right, and forward and reverse motion. On the top you've got the 1-key takeoff. Press once for obstacle avoidance, and again for 1-key return. In the middle is the trim to control drift. Press for 1-key tumble, and again press for video recording. Press once for changing speed, and again for taking photos. And we know what these are, useless. And that's the controller. Let's look at the quadcopter. As with all of these, they are tiny and very, very lightweight. On the front are 2 lights to show when connected to the main camera. On top is the obstacle avoidance, which I'll put a close-up on the screen. On the bottom is the Wi-Fi antenna, and in the rear is where the 3.7 volt 1800 mAh battery slides in. And behind the obstacle avoidance is the power on button. The blade guards fit in place like this. Just fit the rest on the remaining arms. Once you've installed the blade guards, your P7 quadcopter should look like this and ready to connect to the app. Scan the QR code and you'll be transferred to the Google Play or App Store and proceed with the installation. And connect your phone's Wi-Fi to any one of these 3 Wi-Fi networks. Now this is the main interface of the app. Once connected, you'll see a live stream that you can use for photos or video, and if you wish, controlling the quadcopter. Now move the right controller 45 degrees like this to reset, then both in this direction, and the controller will beep once, meaning you're connected and good to go. This is the footage taken from the supposedly 4K front camera. I didn't expect too much from the camera, with a wavy image from time to time and a noticeable red tinge all over the video. Surprisingly, the flight was pretty stable, being able to do 1 key takeoff, 360-degree rotation and control attitude easily. One thing that did put a dampener on it was that all of a sudden it would shimmy and destabilize, meaning that you had to come in for a quick landing and reset. Now overall, the instructions are just not great, being written in Chinese and then translated into English. The flight is okay, but when it destabilizes at about 8 to 9 feet up, you need to land and do a 1 key takeoff again. 8 minutes of flight time is expected at this price point, but at least you've got 3 batteries. The app is just not good, as once it's running it's very cluttered, and with limited flight time you're not going to want to spend time going through the functions. The instructions for initializing the controller to the quadcopter miss out on the step to reset, which I found after 15 minutes of trying. Now I've only tried the main camera and that was just terrible, as you can see from the footage. However, that being said, as long as you don't expect too much, it's an okay gift. Lastly, it's good value at $59 Australian and it has some nice features and good construction. I hope you've enjoyed this video. On the left is a video I think you'll like. On the right is a video that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy. And of course, thank you for watching Simply Tech.